went from the bonnet, found face down on the floor.
2, 3.
Pediatric trauma
It's
call.
a stabbing code red.
25 feet from a ladder onto his back.
He's really unwell, and I think anaesthetics need to see him before he goes to theatre.
Daphne? Daphne?
How is everybody then? Chilling?
King's A&E, how can I help?
King's College Hospital, London.
I got stabbed.
I know, it's annoying.
My head.
One of the busiest A&E departments in the world.
I want top to toe, head, chest, abdomen.
A place where love, life, and loss
Don't bloody die. I love you too much for you to die.
unfold every single day. All the patients you're about to see were treated in just one 24-hour period.
A&E is always like a traffic jam. Can we get a trolley?
You've got to realise that there's awful things that can happen to you.
I'm so sorry.
Life is unpredictable, so it's important that your nearest and dearest know that you love them. You have to tell them that you love them.
You must get better and come back to me. I don't want to lose you.
Because there may come a time when you're not around to tell them.
Pediatric Hems trauma in 10 minutes. That's pediatric Hems trauma in 10 minutes.
Left-sided chest drain in situ, code red.
Are we all right
Has
here?
he got a line
Managed
in?
to get bloods off?
Got stats of 99.
Can I get someone for the pediatric trauma call? It's a stabbing code red pericardial tamponade.
Any Kings, hello?
Now, we've got access in the right arm, I think. If we can get a second one, that'd be fantastic. A&E is always like a traffic jam.
Thanks. That's another one. He's unstable.
So I would just get his bloods and run with him to CT. And it's always like a traffic jam on the M25 on a Friday afternoon.
Firaz is a consultant in charge of resus.
We still don't have cardiothoracic reg, do we? Ah, lovely.
Today, his department will treat up to 20 patients with life-threatening injuries.
Is he seeing anything?
Got a kid just pulled out a big shot, literally just arrived at the doors.
Really? There's a kiddie being shot outside the door. Can we get a trolley? Trolley, please. I'm quite well known for scurrying around. I think it's the sight of my tiny legs going faster than my body will allow.
I got keep coming back, keep coming back.
Can you just get them to book in another meal trauma as the next one after? No, it's fine. We'll do it as a trauma code. I couldn't imagine being a GP. That's just not me. I need the little adrenaline buzz. I need to be running at 70 miles an hour, otherwise I will collapse and die and fall asleep. Fine.
So do you want the blood?
Hello, it's Firas, trauma consultant. I've properly had enough now.
King's A&E. To where? Lower limbs. Okay, thank you. Cheers, bye. Adult Hems call, 10 minutes. Adult Hems call, 10 minutes.
I'm trauma, but George is just going to lead this one.
A 70-year-old pedestrian is being brought to A&E after being hit by a car.
Have you got any anaesthetist yet? Shall I do airway until...
No, he's done. He's here.
Over 450 patients a year are admitted to King's A&E due to road traffic accidents.
Right, they're in, guys. Have you got any anaesthetist yet?
Okay, guys, this is Pauline. 90 minutes ago, Pauline was a pedestrian stranding on the corner when a van hit a car and she was hit by the car as a secondary impact. Injuries top to toe. She has bilateral open fractures with devascularized right lower leg. Other interventions on scene are morphine to a total of 10 milligrams and reduction of the fractures. She's had no volume issues and has been stable since the injury. Thank you.
Thanks.
Would you be able to get a big line in for me and just whip off all the bloods? Would that be all right, please? Trachea is central, George.
Trachea is central.
Air entry
Air
open.
entry.
Pauline.
Equal on both sides.
My name's Firas. I'm one of the A&E consultants. We'll need to get some x-rays to make sure you don't have an injury to your neck. Because you've got a significant injury down there, we can't say that you haven't got an injury to your neck. OK, so we will get all these sorted. We'll get you off the boards. We'll get you some painkillers. We might need to obviously examine your legs, and that will be painful. George, did your orthopod arrive?
Sorry?
Orthopod? I still need an orthopod.
Pauline was waiting for her daughter on the side of the road when two cars collided and crashed into her after veering onto the pavement.
Right, should we unlock this scoop? OK.
Her daughter Jo travelled with her in the ambulance.
She was only dropping her car off at the garage.
Dropping what?
Her car off to have her own MOT and service, so she was waiting for me to pick her up. She just couldn't get out of the way. I drove around the corner and I could see something had happened in the road. There was a white van and a car, all the airbags out. Mum was laying on the floor alongside the car, awake, and she just said to me, "He's broken both my legs." And I just went into panic mode, I think. It was terrifying.
She doesn't seem to be rolling around much.
No.
She's not got any sort of...
I just wonder what sort of neuro there is.
She's not got any back pain or anything.
Sorry?
She is incredibly active. She's much fitter than me, would have put me to shame. She's always been very involved with her different animal charities. Every Friday she would go to the RSPCA and they would deep clean all the kennels and then walk all the dogs. Her dog is a pet for therapy dog. Every Monday she would go to the old people's home and take the dog round.
Just cut through the top of it. It's easier to just open it up that way. And...
It took everything away in a minute. You know, just because someone can't slow down or isn't paying attention.
That's what we were like to hear.
Ouch. I think we should let the dog say that.
We just need to do some sort of sensory assessment of her.
Can you feel my touch? Yeah? On the sole? Can you feel that as well?
Is it a normal feeling, Pauline, or does it feel different to normal? It feels normal.
Well done.
She's not feeling that. No. She should be out there.
No.
That's what I was saying when she first came in.
Well done.
She's not got enough pain. She should have more pain.
I just want to go higher up. I just want to make sure she doesn't have a spinal injury as well.
Right, that's that one. Start taking some down.
It's been an hour and a half since Pauline was hit by a car that swerved off the road. She has severe injuries to her legs.
So ankle feels stable.
Yeah.
So it might just be a wound. Oh no, definitely not.
My friends have always said to me, "Your mum looks amazing for her age." She's amazing, the things that she does for her age. But I just think she's amazing anyway. It's nothing to do with her age. She has always been incredibly strong. She left home when she was 17 to live on a houseboat.
What's the story of that one?
When she was younger, she tells me she used to make her own clothes, dye her hair pink. She's always been happy to be different to the crowd. And when my son was young, she started to foster, so she's been probably fostering for 20 years now. She's had teenage girls who have been pregnant, she's had teenage girls that have been in trouble and gone to school drunk, and she's had it all.
Doctors are worried that Pauline's lack of sensation is a result of damage to her spine and are examining her x-rays.
Because what would be nice if we can clear her neck now. I know she's got distracting injury, but she's got no pain at all.
Just to be sure that we're not missing huge thing.
Clavicles are all right. Yeah. Perfect, thank you very much.
Just do one peg, yeah?
Fantastic.
We can clear it.
See you later. I can't believe it, Mum.
No, neither can I, Joe. It's so
I can imagine.
It's going to take months, isn't it?
You're just going to be so bored, not being able to do anything.
It's all a good time with the children.
Oh, Mum, we'll work it out. We'll cope. We'll always cope. She's just that person that everybody goes to. I do. If I have a problem, I sort of think, oh, I need to tell my mum. My mum will sort it out for me. My mum will help me. And she's always been my role model. If somebody said to me, who is your role model? It is my mum.
Susie. Oh, stop hyping, they don't even know that much. No, it really does, bro. Stop being a bitch like that. Just handle your business. You should be minding that you shouldn't even be here, to be honest.
Yeah. Normally we get to chill out, but it's not been a chill out day.
It's not been a chill out day.
It's not been a chill out day. After you.
King's A&E.
Pediatric trauma. 11-year-old.
Thank you.
3 minutes. Pediatric trauma, 3 minutes. Pediatric trauma,
What's her
3
first
minutes.
name? Did you get her first name?
An 11-year-old girl has been hit by a car travelling 30 miles an hour at a zebra crossing.
Let's have a look at the screen.
Left side of the head, you sit there.
Matt, are you able to be my bee doctor?
Yeah, I'm coming right now.
It feels different when children come in. Undoubtedly, ever since I had my own children, it's more emotional than it used to be. I almost straight away am thinking to myself, well, what if that was my child? What would I be doing? What would I be thinking? Because the worst thing for me is identifying life-threatening injuries and having to deal with those and tell the parents at the same time, because that's just not a conversation you want to have.
You're on the side of bed.
Coming right up.
Scarlet is 11 years old, just crossing the road. Hit by a car at approximately 30 miles an hour, knocked into the air and out of her shoes. She's got large hematoma to the front of her head. Can't get blood pressure on her, she's very agitated, can't get a collar on. She has got she's got no recollection of the events.
My name's Firas.
Are you a doctor?
I'm the head doctor looking after you today.
Oh, okay.
What happened to you?
I think I got run over.
Where were you going just now?
To the Science Museum.
To the Science Museum. Okay.
Am I gonna die?
No, you're not. Absolutely
Have a
not.
heart attack?
No. Scarlet, can you feel me pressing the back of your
Yeah.
neck? Okay. Is it sore? Is it sore there? Don't nod or shake your head. Just say yes or no. Okay. Pull your toes right up towards you.
Who are all of these people?
Scarlet, Mum, can you ask her to pull? Just focus on me for a minute, please. Yeah. Good. And again. You can say whatever you want.
Is after you gonna have to do an operation? No.
Nope.
No operation. Are you gonna have to do anything on my heart?
Nope. You'll be absolutely fine. You know, the majority of the child trauma patients, they come in, they're lying flat on their back, they've got the collar and the blocks on, and then you're telling them not to move, and that's just completely unnatural for them. You know, what they want to do is they want to sit up and scream and shout, because that's what any normal person will do when they've been faced with trauma. She seems quite anxious.
Yeah, she is. She's very, very, very shaky.
But you've got to put these anxieties into context. Was she anxious because she'd had a bang to her head and was a little bit confused and didn't really have control of what she was saying or doing?
Everything's gonna be okay.
It is, Scarlet. You're going to be fine.
It's fine. We'll just take a picture of your chest, that's all.
It did make you think, has she sustained an injury to her head? Okay. So after this X-ray, we're going to get around for a scan of the head. So we actually want to visualise the brain, make sure there's no skull fractures, there's no bleeding to the brain itself. Okay. Is this her normal personality?
She doesn't want to talk that much. She's really, really panicky.
Okay.
I love you so much. I won't die, will I?
Yo, I'm coming.
You alright? Can I help you walk or you alright?
Hold on, where's my phone?
In my hand, fam.
Hello. My colleague informs me that you were involved in a low-speed motor vehicle collision. Were you driving or...?
Yeah, I was riding on a scooter moped.
On a moped, OK.
As I'm approaching a roundabout, I've slowed down. I've gone about 40, maybe 50. The back skidded, and I've just landed sort of on the roundabout, on the actual curb. My whole of my foot, I can't put no pressure on my foot. The pain is excruciating.
Do you want to pop your sock off?
Are you sure about this, Doc?
Why do your feet stink?
They're just really hairy.
I can't now.
Pauline's x-rays show no damage to her spine. But doctors want a CT scan of her legs. They are concerned she may have sustained multiple fractures.
Yeah, if you go in where George is. So she'll go around for a scan now, and then she'll come back here, and then she'll probably need to go to the theatre. It's crazy.
Yeah, the van just pulled in front of the car.
He just wasn't looking what he was doing.
He just said he couldn't see the car coming. My mum was a single mum for my brother and myself. Worked all day, would then do an evening job as well to sort of manage for us. We never went without anything. Mum worked so hard for us. She was a Samaritan when I was growing up. She was for years and years. And with the fostering, she gets so much from helping the children. Her foster son, Bob, he's only 17, and she's determined, I think, that she needs to be there for him, to support him.
This lady is literally, her ankles is completely shattered.
You can feel that it's completely flapping in the breeze.
It is completely shattered.
My husband's always saying to me, you know, why does your mum do all these things for everybody else? I don't think he really understands it, but she really enjoys it. She gets an immense amount of pleasure out of it.
Research Kings. Yep. OK, brilliant, thank you.
Paramedics are bringing in a patient from another emergency department in Kent.
This is the transfer from Darren. Veered off the motorway, hit a tree.
King's is a specialist trauma centre where only the most serious cases are transferred.
It's not on a scope, no?
It's not on a scope. You might want to roll.
Is C-spine cleared?
C-spine.
OK.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go.
Lovely.
Thank you.
OK.
Clarifying what imaging he's had. He's had a CT of his head, plain films of his lumbar spine, and a CT of his lumbar spine.
48-year-old Steve crashed his car on the motorway after blacking out at the wheel and has broken his spine.
I need to look at his keys.
Is that CT booked?
This chappie is in his 40s. He was driving about 70 miles an hour on the M20, lost control of the vehicle, went into a tree, was fitting at the time, and he fitted again in the back of the ambulance. taken to Darrant, found that he had some back pain, did some plain images of his lumbar spine, saw a fracture of L4, and then had a head CT done. So if we could see what CT images were sent across.
Steve's wife and daughter have travelled from their hometown in Lincolnshire and are driving from the other hospital to King's.
I met Steve on a night out in Nottingham. I'd gone to ask him to dance because my friend had met somebody else. So I picked the tallest, biggest man that I could see, and he came to dance with me. And he was just so handsome and kind and generous all the time. And we just had so much fun. We met in the January and married in the June, and that was 22 years ago. It was quick, but yeah, I knew he was the one for me.
Firaz has received Steve's head scan images from the previous hospital to establish the cause of his blackouts.
When you have someone that sort of loses consciousness in the context of an accident, you don't know whether they've banged their head and blacked out or they've blacked out and then had the accident. That makes things slightly trickier.
Yeah, no, we have had to. I think when certainly feel that.
And you're thinking, right, has he got a bleed? You don't scan his head thinking, oh, I'm looking for a tumour here.
Once we got to the first hospital in Dartford, the doctor came over and said, "Can I talk to you?" And said, "We found a tumour on the left-hand side of his brain, and it doesn't look good." I couldn't put into words how devastating that was.
Steve, hello.
Hello.
My name's Firas, I'm one of the consultants here. I spoke to the bosses at Darrant Valley Hospital, which is the hospital you were at before, and they've brought you here because we're the sort of specialist trauma centre.
Okay.
From what they've said, you've got a couple of fractures to your lower back.
Yeah.
You've had a couple of fits, haven't you?
Yeah.
Have they told you why you had those fits?
Because I was tumour in the brain.
Yeah, okay.
Steve's initial scans revealed a previously undiagnosed brain tumour had caused his blackouts. Firaz will need to carry out more scans to identify whether it's cancerous or benign.
Okay. And you've never had any fits before?
No.
You've been suffering from headaches recently?
No.
Nothing like that?
No.
Have you got relatives that know that you're here, or do you need us to tell anyone?
My wife and daughter's just got to Darwin. It's at 10 minutes before the ambulance may over now.
Right.
No, the family's all been told.
Okay. Scarlet, we're going to take you round next door to have the scan now. Now, Mum can walk with us, but she's not allowed in the scan room, OK? But she can come with us up until that bit, yeah? Cool.
They come in, the next lady said she'd phone him down to them, OK? And they'll be down here, don't worry. Mum? Yes, darling,
She's here.
I'm here. Not going nowhere. Sorry?
You're very brave.
You're very brave.
Very brave. You don't even need to ask that question. I certainly get stressed at home more than I do here, especially with kids around. Yeah. I'm sure my wife will tell you that I don't rush around at all, and she's always rushing around after me and tidying up after me.
Slide.
Whoa.
Yep. And now we'll take that on board.
See, this is more exciting than the Science Museum, isn't it?
Yeah.
You see, this is science all the way. I can imagine that I'm going to be hyper-protective, especially of the two girls. My wife's the opposite. She's very much like, you know, we'll let them jump and do things, and if they fall and hurt themselves, then that's what I did, that's how you learn. So I don't want to mollycoddle them too much, which I suspect will be my nature.
See you in a second. Where's everyone gone? Where's everyone gone?
Is she all right? Sorry?
Where have you gone?
We're just doing the scan.
Okay.
Okay.
Scarlet.
We're watching you all the time. Okay.
There's a window over there.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
We're standing there. I'm looking at you all the time.
Okay.
Okay. And we can talk to you with it. We've got a speaker. We can talk to you.
Okay.
But we're not allowed to stand in the room at the same time as you.
okay.
Okay. Because we don't want pictures as well. It's just for you. We don't want to interfere with it.
Okay.
Okay. You've been really brilliant. Really brave. Okay.
Yeah.
Just give us a couple of minutes. I still can't figure out if this is her normal personality or because she's had a bang to the head. Well, it might be that this is a bang to the head. My mum says she's more hyper now than she is normally. She's more talkative than she would do. Yeah.
See that above you? It's normal.
But she's lovely. She's very sweet.
Well done, sweetie. Okay. All right, baby. They're just going to move you back onto the other bed, okay?
Right, would you like a drink of water when we get back?
Yeah, yes, please.
If you're good to me, then I'll let you have one.
How many have you got now?
I've got 3 kids now. So that's a handful. So when you talk about multitasking, I've had to learn that at home as well, and certainly I'm not so good at that. Give me a resource full of trauma patients over 3 kids at home anytime.
What else could we find in the bottom of here? Car. You're gonna drive him fast. Meow, 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 meow.
Steve crashed his car on the motorway, going 70 miles an hour. He was transferred to King's from another hospital after they discovered a tumour on his brain.
Hi, I'm Leanne, one of the nurses.
His wife Maxine and daughter Rhiannon have arrived from the first hospital.
Just giving him some more paracetamol for his back pain in his
How
back
are you
there.
feeling? Everybody sends a love.
If I had enough of a tumour, I thought I broke my fucking back.
Don't do things by yourself. See you, babes. Huh?
Sorry I scared you. It wasn't intentional.
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't, but...
Concentrate on you getting better. My dad was in the army. He got sent to various different places, which were like Afghanistan, Iraq, Falklands. When he used to come home from when he was away, he used to take us to the fairs to go on the rides and always sort of went on the biggest ones with me. Even when I was little, he used to make me go on, tell me I was being a wuss if I didn't. So that was always the best memories, is when he came back and had been gone for 6 months.
Right, Steve, we're just going to do those scans just now and make sure there's nothing else that's been missed, OK?
Firaz wants more detailed images of Steve's fractured vertebrae as well as his head, to see if the tumour is growing from brain tissue and if it's likely to be cancerous.
They've seen the tumour in his head, but until we've imaged it properly and had a proper look at it, It may or may not need surgery.
I can't believe
how lucky he is
how
for this.
it's not a mark on him.
Apart from his
No,
nose.
and we wouldn't have even known about that if this had happened today, because they wouldn't have had a scan.
That's what I said, that...
So the fact that they scanned his
Yeah.
head...
It's made us all stronger, the fact he was in the army. I mean, it's made us all really close, able to pull through anything. And you've always got to sort of have to expect the worst. So when the worst happens, you can deal with it. Like, you're able to deal with it.
So say it all points to be positive, because if he'd not had the accident, Rhiannon, then they wouldn't have found his tumour.
It's not just that.
It could have grown too big for them to operate.
Worst case scenario is it's cancer. And if it's cancer, look how many people survive cancer now. He's more than lucky. And if he can survive that, I'm not being funny, cancer's nothing, is it? Even if it is cancer. It did make me think, God, what happens if something does happen to my dad? And he's reliant on my mum, but then my mum is so reliant on my dad as well in so many ways that I suppose you sort of think, like, will I have to step up to the mark, and is it going to take me and my brother to sort of support them and help them if they need it?
Thank you. How come you're down here?
Just because you're down here.
You're such a smoothie. Well, no, why are you really down here? Why are you really here?
Got a very achy head.
Sorry, I keep laughing. It's really unfair.
It does really hurt.
No.
Huh?
Pauline's legs are fractured in several places. She will need to go to theatre for the first of many surgeries. Her daughter Jo has been joined by her husband Danny and her brother Nick.
I mean, they reckon she won't be out of hospital for 2 weeks because what they're saying is she's got to have pins and stuff and then skin grafts on the top, because apparently one of them is quite bad, like wound as well. I feel better now you two are here. It's awful. So awful. It's going to drive her mad.
Yeah, but the thing is, Joe, it is going to heal up. That's the thing. It's going to heal, won't it?
I hope it heals up to be how she's used to it being.
It's better than the alternative, isn't it?
Oh, God, yeah. No, of course.
No, she's going to get better from it.
She's going to have to stop doing things for everybody, though, and that's going to be what she struggles with. You know what she's like. She likes doing it all.
It's a feeling of being generally quite useless. I suppose we all see ourselves as that person, and I'm not that person anymore.
You're right. Nick's here now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Hello, love.
You do feel tension, don't you?
Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I was just so cross that two people in cars had literally messed me up. And a big part of me is actually quite still angry about that.
I'm just so glad you didn't fall and whack your head on that brick that was behind you.
So lucky it was not my internal organs, because it would have killed me. If it had been any higher, you know.
Why don't people just slow down a bit?
I think everybody's in a hurry to get places, and I know this is going to sound awful, but I actually had to go on a speed awareness course a couple of years ago. And since then, I have been driving very responsibly. Thank you very much for all coming up. Well, what doesn't get done? I've got this horrible thing that I've got an awful lot of ironings.
I'll get it all dealt with, Mum, don't worry.
That's brilliant. Because I've got a huge amount of ironings.
It's fine, we'll get it all dealt with.
Yeah.
You ring, didn't you? Yeah.
Right, we're going to get off. See you later.
Bye, lovely.
All right, we'll see you soon. So we'll phone tonight and we'll come up in the morning.
Lovely.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want us anything,
Bye-bye, lovely.
or you remember anything.
See you later. Yeah, drive carefully, all of you, please.
Yes. No. Okay.
See you later.
All right, then.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Mum.
Bye. I'd like to think that this has made me take more time out to actually not be doing quite so much, because I've spent my life really sort of doing, but perhaps taking more time out to relax and value what I've got more. I think more than anything else. I'm just really lucky.
"48-year-old Steve is waiting for the results of his CT scans. Doctors are still trying to diagnose the type of tumour on his brain.
I won't be in work for a while, so we'll just take it day by day, and that's not a problem. Okay, so that's sorted.
Think you'll get bored?
Hmm?
Just think you'll get bored?
No, I'm bored with you, so I don't care. He's been away a lot in the army. He loved going around the world. You know, he's seen so many things and so many places, and he loved that. But I always knew that he'd come back to me. I knew he would. And so you deal with it.
All these things are going through my mind. I've sat lying in that bed. I was just terrified of leaving you. Well, that's what scared me more. Not the cancer. It's how you would cope.
His first words when he told me he got a tumour is, "How are you going to carry on without me?" And not for him, how was I going to carry on? Because he's always been my carer. He's always been there for me. I've got a condition called cerebellar ataxia. And I had what they thought was an attack of it, which was very much like a stroke. I was paralysed down my left side for a year. He was there for me every step of the way. And if it wasn't for Steve, I would have just given up, but he wouldn't let me. Nothing's impossible for Steve. Hiya. We're at King's now. And he's broken his back. But if it's splinters of it have come off, then they're going to operate. And the same as the tumour. I know. I can't lose him now. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Quit laughing, man.
You're snoring.
I'm snoring.
This is school holidays this week, isn't it? Yeah. This is the first day of school holidays. You haven't timed it very well.
With Monday. Oh, I wish I could go to a science museum.
Not to be able to tell you that.
When will I be able to go out?
To go out? As in... to go home? You've only just arrived. Don't you like being here?
Not really.
OK. Looking at your scans very quickly, there doesn't seem to be any obvious bleeding there or anything that you need an operation for.
Yes.
Or anything serious.
Does that mean heart?
No, we're talking about your brain. I was worried about your brain because obviously you've got a big bruise there.
Okay.
So that's what was worrying us.
Brain, could there be, like, I don't know what's wrong with my brain.
There is nothing wrong with your brain. You obviously had a big knock to your head because you have that bruise and you can't really remember what happened.
No.
So that's why we did the pictures of your head.
I'm not scared anymore.
Good. I'm very pleased. So that's very good news that that scan is normal.
Okay, but you won't have to do an operation.
You do not need an operation.
You promise?
I promise you will not need an operation.
Okay.
I think lots of people travel through life too quickly and miss out on the really important things. You start, it's Monday morning, you think, oh, I can't wait for the weekend. You suddenly, that whole week's wished away and whistled by.
How was it?
Looks all right. Nothing that needs surgery.
Lucky girl.
And I think it takes a very special person to live through life appreciating every minute and savouring every minute. And unfortunately, I'm not one of them.
Why do you think
Thank you for today.
It's not really a thankful thing, is it?
Oh, thank you for being there for your mum.
Who's going to be there for me?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Well.
Steve, do you want me to chat to you, or do you want me to wait for your missus?
She's on the phone to my grandma. She might be a while. I'll tell Mum everything.
That's fine. I mean, as they identified at Darren, you have got a fracture to 2 of your vertebrae. And obviously that can damage some nerves. That bit of bone is probably going to need to come out. And then we'll obviously need more information as to what's going on head-wise. Now, just looking at the nature of the type of tumour you've got on the head, it does look like a benign tumour, so it's not one of these that will spread to different parts of your body. Okay. And depending on its position, they're sometimes quite amenable to surgery and theatre. Okay.
That's fine, that's good. That's good, such good news. Do you know what, honestly, that's good news. It's good.
I think it's made him think about his whole life and things that are important to him. Dad, be careful, Steve. I'll do it. If you need to anything, I'll do it. I'll nag you like you used to nag me.
Yeah, well, that was my job.
See how this is my job. So do as you're told. I've got the upper hand now, mate. He always said you've got to lie down at some point. I think that's the hardest thing that Steve's got to cope with is he does have limitations. He's not Wonder Man, you know. He's my Superman, but he can't do everything. $6 million man. We can rebuild him. He's done so well. So proud of him. Sorry.
Not many people get that opportunity, actually, to find out what people are around for them. It's quite comforting.
Balloons? Already?
The loss of driving is biggest frustration. I was that used to driving everywhere and having my wife and my daughter drive me places. I'm like, no, it's a man thing, it really is.
Thank you.